Hello, my name is Daisy.
Hey, my name's Alyssa.
And this is
Terrifying Talks.
Midnight creeps and shadows fall, whispered secrets through the walls. Ghostly figures start to sway. Tune in now, don't be afraid. Terrifying talks tonight. Chill your bones till morning light. Spooky tales to make you jump. Heart beats fast with every thump.
Hello, everybody. Ooh, singing lessons. Yeah. Welcome back to Terrifying Talks. This is our episode 16. Yes, 16th episode. I just want to put it out there. We've reached over 300 followers on Facebook at this moment. It keeps going up basically every time I look. I know, every day, every second. So if you're new, welcome. I hope you stay forever. Thank you for all of your support. If you're not new, still thank you, and thank you for all your support. So we're doing, I think we kind of mentioned it last week, we're doing something a little different. Yes. Instead of a franchise of movies or in the same genre or topic or whatever, we are doing and just talking about one singular movie. Yes. See how it goes. Hopefully. Welcome to You Scream and You Die. So today we're going to be talking about Dead Silence, which came out in 2007. Basically, it's about this guy named Jamie. Kind of starts off where, his wife is chilling. Then she happens to get murdered. And then he goes down a rabbit hole of a legend about a woman named Mary Shaw. And then it goes from there, and it gets pretty fucking crazy. Yeah, it does. Yeah, this movie scarred me when I was a kid. I'm not gonna lie, me too. I'm not very big on puppets. I think Muppets maybe. Cool, I get it. But puppets, especially, what's the puppet name in here? Billy? Yeah. Why the fuck is every puppet Billy? I have the answer for that with this one. Do you? Yeah! Give it to me, okay. First of all. So it is one of the fun facts. The main doll, Billy, is the same name as the puppet in Saw. Yep. Well, that's because James Wan also worked on that. And he confirmed that it was intentional to name him also Billy. Nice. Yeah. So I guess we could just get into the movie then. Yeah. Spoiler alerts, we don't stop talking, so if it gets spoiled, here's your warning now. It came out in 2007. You never know. That is very true. I'll just start it off here then before we, really start talking about it. I highly recommend this movie. Same. If you want to be scarred in a way that you didn't think you could be scarred, especially like if you want to scare your children, if you have children or nieces or nephews that are young, this is definitely the movie, I think. Or if you have a friend that isn't that into horror and you want to just scare them a little, tell them this is a nice little movie about dolls. Yeah, like really cute dolls that have creepy eyes and open their mouths and talk to you. And they're great. And then a tongue comes out. So, the beginning of this movie kind of starts off really good, I'd like to say. I think it's the colors of it, the sounds of it, they're very eerie, and I do love it. It is my absolute favorite. I would like to say R.I.P. the fucking wife, because that was tragic. Bro, like, why did she get the doll? So it wasn't for her. It was for him? It was for him. And she just so happened to... Well, okay, so the whole thing of it all is that she was pregnant, okay? And that Mary Shaw was supposed to kill his line of I think his last name is Ashman or something like that. Ashman?
I think so.
So her whole thing was to kill that whole generation because of what happened like 50 million years ago. That's exaggerating. But the first time when they were doing the show, and he's like, the little kid is like, I can see your mouth moving. And the puppet Billy goes, I'm a real boy! I'm just like you! Yeah, and so I think that's where it all kind of all starts. But I think her death was pretty brutal compared to the rest of them.
Yeah.
It was very, like, mind-toggling. And you know what I noticed? Whose voice, like, how did she get Jamie's voice before having... Because my theory is that she takes her tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole thing is, what is it? The version of Mary Shaw, there's like a poem. It says, beware the stare of Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dolls. And if you see her, do not scream. She'll rip your tongue at the seam. So I think that whole thing, she kind of, like I said, my theory is that she takes her tongues and she's able to mimic their voices. So I feel like if she already sounds like Jamie, how did that, like how? You know what I mean? Because I think that's the whole thing. I don't think she could just, I don't know, maybe because she's a puppet person.
Yeah.
She could just mimic. I don't fucking know, bro.
I'm just over here, puppet person.
I can't say for
ventriloquist. There we go. Yeah, it is. You did so good.
I can't even pronounce people's names. No, it makes you think I could say ventriloquist.
You were close.
Okay, you ready?
Ventriloquist. You're making me feel like I'm saying it wrong now.
Ventriloquist. I kissed a girl. That's what it sounds like to me. Puppet person. I can't say it. And if that's offensive, I'm sorry. I just don't know what
You're going to get so many ventriloquists in the comments.
I can't even say this. Just Ben. I can't say it. It's not my fault. She's a studier of the voice of things and puppets and voices.
Sounds accurate.
I wonder how hard it is to learn to be a ventriloquist. It's not funny.
Probably almost as hard as it is for you to say it.
Ventriloquist. Right?
Yeah, it was pretty
close.
That was as close as you're gonna get.
Yeah, ventriloquist. Oh my god. I'm not even playing. I'm not even trying to be funny. I can't say
That's what makes it funny.
This is stupid. I don't want to do this one anymore.
We need a new movie.
Let's just watch one real quick. Anyways, yeah, the wife takes one for the team for sure. She is
taking one for the team.
She definitely does, bro.
It's not like she wanted to.
I mean, she signed up for it. She got pregnant.
Yep.
And married him.
I was gonna say something different, but along those lines.
Oh my god, you nasty.
A little.
What? No, but she gets knocked over. The sheet goes over her fucking head. She screams. Obviously, Mary Shaw takes her fucking voice. Before that, though, they do this thing in the movie where things go silent, and which is really cool because it's called dead silence.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
but it's not like your typical silence.
No, it's like with certain things, it feels like when if everything just literally stopped, but you could hear weird sound, you could hear little whispers. You could hear the fucking water drip from the fountain. Drip, drip, drip. That was terrible.
Wow. Better than you saying ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist. Yeah.
Wow.
How about now, motherfucker? You shithead.
God damn.
Don't ever fucking doubt me again. Ventriloquist.
You used it up.
Shut up. Ventriloquist.
Those are actually pretty good. You're getting there.
Yeah. It was me being angry. I'm fucking.
So that's all.
Yeah, I got it.
That's all it takes.
Sure does.
Okay.
I'm proving you wrong. That's what it takes.
I'll keep that in mind the next time you fuck up.
But yeah, they do the silent thing, which I think is pretty cool. And so on and so forth. You know, obviously there's a murder. Jamie wasn't in, obviously. He went to go get food when she got, so, quote unquote, murdered by a literal fucking doll.
Just had to be hungry.
That's what I'm saying. She doesn't even have, like, her jaw to close her mouth and, like, her tongue to, like, taste things.
Can't even eat now. Just gonna shove it down?
Yeah. At least, you know, she doesn't have to, like, taste shitty Chinese food. Like, what if they were having a bad day? Anyway, Jamie was out getting Chinese food, and he comes back to literal his wife being murdered. The cops think it's all fucking Jamie. It all points to Jamie, because obviously they're not gonna fucking suspect a fucking puppet ripping out someone's fucking tongue.
A doll could never.
Chucky, don't know who that is.
Oh, this has happened before? Who knew?
What? In Chicago? Where's that? Oh, shit. So, the movie goes on. Jamie's like, what the fuck? It's all this doll's fault. This is basically, he was like, it wasn't me. It was definitely that doll.
And they just look at him like, yeah,
right. Sir. That's what they'll all say. All the husbands who kill their wives.
And we have it all recorded here in the books. Yep. Next line is, it was the doll.
You're a husband? It was definitely him. But they go on. He kind of like figures out like some weird shit is obviously going on with this fucking doll. And he goes back to, I believe it's his hometown. Right?
I think so.
There's a lot of people in here that I didn't even know was in here.
Honestly.
So they go back to his hometown. Obviously, the detectives are following him. They're like, why the fuck did you skip out of town? If you're not guilty, you're dirty fuck. And he carries this doll around, and then they meet or like run into characters, Henry Walker and his wife, Marion, who is like supposed to be like some crazy fucking bitch. So it's said that she's a crazy fucking bitch, when in reality she's like the whole map of this fucking movie. She's able to talk to Billy the doll, which is kind of creepy to me.
Yeah.
But it's not really creepy because they think she's fucking crazy. So they're like, they think you're crazy anyways. I'm gonna fucking talk to you. It's like when Chucky talks to the little kids, because obviously they're not gonna fucking believe the kid that some fucking 30-year-old fucking person is in a doll telling him to fucking kill his parents or something. You know what I mean? So
yeah, why would they believe that?
God forbid. So then they move forward. Marion like gives Jamie this whole thing, telling him, you know, you gotta bury the doll, you gotta do all this shit. And he's like, fucking bet if it's gonna stop it. Then comes like weird graveyard scene, which fucking freaked me the fuck out. He buried Billy, okay, but he didn't really bury Billy. I didn't see him put no dirt back. He just fucking put him in the coffin. Be for real.
Yeah, that's burying, all right.
Okay, this guy literally dug his grave up. Was like, wow, there's nothing in here. I wonder who dug you up. And then puts him in the coffin, closes the coffin, and just fucking dips, okay? And Billy is obviously a fucking sociopath. Okay, he's a literal fucking walking, talking fucking human doll.
What if you just seen him like coming out of the ground, just running towards you?
I gotta show you. Okay, I'm gonna just say this. There is a short movie, okay, called Finley. I recommended you to watch it. I don't know if you ever did.
I don't remember.
Okay, we're gonna watch it after this episode. Okay. It's hilarious. I think it's a horror comedy. It is the best. I think it won an award a couple years back. I don't remember. I watch a lot of short movies all the time, like on Cryptic and shit like that. I think they're really good. But this one was so fucking good. It wasn't even like I was crying at the end of this movie. It was so good. And to your reference of running like that. I don't know. You guys can't see, obviously, but she's like, I don't even fucking know. I just think when you watch the Finley short, movie, horror comedy, you'd understand what she's trying to do, because that's how he fucking runs.
Yeah.
It's like karate chops. Yeah. But running. It's like, oh, you know what it's like in fucking Cloudy and Chance of Meatballs? And the cop, yeah, but there's a saying, he, like, basically tries to bury him, doesn't really bury him. Fucking Billy's fucking tall ass. That motherfucker's tall. Like,
so not only are you picturing him,
he's tall as fuck, bro. He was right here. Okay, that's like literally as tall as me. He's literally as tall as me. And if you don't know, I'm literally 4'11". So that doesn't give me, that bitch is tall.
That's terrifying.
And you could see in the back through like the rearview mirror that he's like running past, and you can hear him fucking giggling, which makes it creepier. Okay, and fucking Jamie's fucking dumbass is looking around like, oh my god, and not locking his doors like a fucking smart person. And then he turns, and Billy's just right there staring at him with his eyes. Did you know, though, I do realize that when Billy is quote unquote like possessed by Mary Shaw, his eyes are white, not blue.
I think I did notice that, yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I made the connection, but I did notice that
when he's walking and fucking talking and shit, his fucking eyeball sockets are literally white like a fucking psycho. After that, the cop kind of starts to realize that Jamie isn't really all that crazy. Yeah. He goes to him to the theater that Mary Shaw resided in and did plays and whatnot. Then they find 100 dolls. Okay? When there's supposed to be 101 dolls. She collects them like fucking Cruella de Vil. Okay? And so then they're like, yeah, just fucking burn this place, right? And then all these fucking dolls in these cases just start staring at Jamie and the cop. And the cop is obviously terrified because he's like, what the fuck is even going on? And then
he's just over here like, you weren't lying.
And then there's a fucking clown puppet, bro. Scariest fucking clown puppet I've ever seen in my life. And Mary Shaw is obviously this fucking whole master puppeteer fucking bitch. And she's controlling the dog. Puppet, doll. What the fuck? She is controlling the doll, the clown doll. And she's like, Jamie, come here. Please, I have something to tell you. Ooh.
I'm not scary at all.
No, I'm just a clown.
Look, I have snacks.
Snacks?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It didn't have fucking snacks.
What do you mean?
It had a tongue that's going to lick you on your face. Yeah, she was like really creepy and she was trying to lure him, and the cop is like, Jamie, shut the fuck up, don't do that, you're dumb. And Jamie's like, nah, I'm good. And like he goes, puts his ear by the mouth, and then you can just see this long, like, okay, you know Human Centipede?
I don't want to think about Human Centipede.
Okay, it's like that, but with everybody's different tongues that she takes. That's what it's like. And it like, she fucking venoms that shit out of the clown's mouth, lick fucking Jamie in the face, and Jamie's like, ew, fucking bitch, I'm married. And yeah, it just goes kind of chaotic from there. The cop ended up dying. Jamie ended up making it out alive. I don't know, I think that part kind of sucks too, because the cop is the only person to be able to defend him.
Right, like, but he has no witnesses now.
Yeah, not just that. Now you have a dead wife and a dead cop.
Like, now you're definitely looking sketch.
Yeah, sketch as fuck.
Now they're definitely going to believe you when you say it's the dolls.
Oh, be for real. It was Mary Shaw. She's a ghost.
See, look at all them dolls. It was all of them.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of things with this movie. I really enjoyed it. The whole end of it is, the theater ended up burning down. Jamie made it out of there. He goes to Marion, which is Henry's wife. Henry is the mortician. And Mary Shaw got his ass. Because he was gonna fucking bury the fuck out of Billy the right way. And Billy and Mary Shaw were like, fuck no, bitch, I'm gonna cut out your tongue. And so, yeah, they cut out his tongue by pretending to be his wife. So I think that's also traumatizing. I feel like that's a good way to kind of go, though.
I was just about to say, like, at least it's a little comforting hearing your loved one, at least.
Yeah, but then like the last thing you see and you scream is fucking seeing Mary Shaw's ugly ass doing this. Yeah, she kind of laughs. She stares at you and she's like, and this is an exciting look. Even her without the makeup is kind of creepy. Look at that. She's scary hot.
You know what, like, gets me? So, like, she didn't like when people screamed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is it because she knew that they were scared of her, or
I don't think it was.
Or they thought that she was ugly? Cause same, but
no, I think what it was just like a scapegoat to like get their tongue, because I think it was one of those things where,
I mean, she could have made them laugh to get their tongue.
That would have been a creepy fucking turn. I think it was more of she was really offended about the whole thing, and I think the whole catching their tongue is kind of like the cat got your tongue type of way.
Yeah.
That she was just like, haha, got you. You can't. I think it was just it's a funny way of her being like, oh, you don't think this is real? I'm going to steal your literal soul and tongue. And then you can't talk, or breathe, or live, or be a real boy.
And then you get turned into one of her dolls.
Yeah, I think what's kind of crazy, though, I think it's just only boys she was trying to get. So I think the wife was carrying a boy.
I mean, she couldn't have just shanked and let her be?
That's crazy, Alyssa. That is wild.
What?
What if it was her choice? I was just as fucked up. But that was crazy, Alyssa.
What?
You said, why can't it? Yeah, imagine just Billy walking up, ching ching.
Yeah, why not? Let it plop out, you good?
Ching ching.
Yeah.
He's walking like this, running like this, ching ching. Dude, no. Billy's gonna just, hey,
Look,
Chucky.
She might be a little traumatized, but at least she would still be alive.
No, that is Chucky's job to ching ching, okay? You can't, what is Billy supposed to do? Hey, bro, I got a favor for you. I'll give you some tickets for the
Chucky
train.
man. Chucky
Listen,
man, please.
He said, I just need a little toon, stab, kill. Not all the way, though, just kill something. That's crazy. You're crazy. But, I don't know. So, it turns out, actually, the real crazy fucking person of it all is Ella, which is his stepmama. Stepmama was actually really evil.
Super crazy.
Yeah, she was. So Mary Shaw, I'm assuming, died in a way that she wanted to do what she was doing.
Yeah,
with the dolls.
Essentially sacrificing.
Yeah. I don't know for sure how she was able to make, because Ella, the stepmom, is a doll in some form. Because in Mary Shaw's book, it kind of presents her being the perfect doll. And I think that whole reason is to make sure, like, when they do stuff, you know, the whole ventriloquist shit. That was good.
It was good.
Thanks. I've been practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All episode.
In my head. Don't worry, I'll fuck it up. But I think it was to make the dolls look as real as possible. And she made this perfect doll. And through sacrifice is what I think. And then she obviously can't do it again. So she's making actual human dolls. Hence, Jamie turns into a fucking doll. So does his wife and
his dad.
And every line of that family.
That's crazy. So, okay, but if all of his family is now kaput, is she gonna continue doing that, or was her life goal met?
I definitely think that it could go forward. But I also believe that she's going to use that to her most powers and living on the whole. I'm a real boy. To be fair too, because the rest of her dolls burned, so all she has is like the wife, the husband, the dad, and her. So
it didn't make sense to me. Although I guess if they got unburied, but all her dolls were buried with her. So someone had to unbury them all?
Yeah, so my thing is, I think it was Ella, the stepmom, because she is a form of Mary Shaw.
Yeah. So she was like,
hence the perfect doll.
Possessing her, bringing her out, being like, okay, bring my dolls back inside.
Yeah, so I think Mary Shaw, because she was even buried as like a puppet. She like cut her mouth, all this other stuff. I think she still has that form, and that's how that's like the scary form she takes on or whatever when she takes people's fucking tongues. But I think the alive version of her is within that Ella, which is the stepmom. I keep saying that, but the stepmom. And I think because she's technically alive, that she was able to do those things, unpack her dolls, put them where it goes, and then send out the doll. I think she was the one who sent out Billy to.
I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah, so that's what I think throughout this movie. So, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Character-wise, though, I fucking hated every single one of these characters. I think that
we're rooting for anyone.
Billy, bro, he was
honestly.
Character development wasn't there. I wish I could have saw it, but he was kind of funny. Scary in a scary way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He like really fucked with Jamie. I think that was the funnier part. I wish they would have put in like a director's cut or something where he was fucking with the lieutenant, and that's when he was like, "Yeah, I believe you."
That would be so funny.
That would have been really great. I thought that would have been really fucking good. Other than that, I think the acting was okay. Like, for rewatching it and stuff like that. Yeah. It wasn't the worst acting I've ever seen. It's not fucking Sharknado. It definitely wasn't, like...
I still need to get you to watch Deep Web Murder Show. That's some horrible acting.
I'm not down for that.
It's so bad.
But, I definitely give the acting, like, a 7 out of 10.
I could see that.
Yeah. I think it definitely could have been better. I really, really am praying and hoping they can make a remake of this.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
I think it'd be really cool to maybe change the story a little bit. Give it some really big, like, crazy shit,
Give it a big-ass budget to
go through. Because I think puppets, scary-ass puppets, especially the one that's a clown, and a whole legend off of just based off one person. Like, we've discussed this before. I think legends are big. Okay, I think they could do big. I think the whole point of it is so scary. It's kind of like Final Destination. You look at those things and you know that they're fake, but then you also know shit like that can happen in real life, and that's what makes it scarier. I think legends and myths and of that nature is also just as scary because we don't know how true
maybe it could happen.
Like, I'm fucking scared of Mary Shaw. I think that's real ass shit. I'm not even gonna test it. I don't even care if it's a movie. I'm not doing that shit.
Just don't scream if you see her.
Also, the actress Judith Roberts, who plays Mary Shaw, she's 90 years old.
Is she still alive?
She's still alive.
Hey, still kicking it.
Yeah, and she is 5'7". Imagine a 5'7".
Damn, she's taller than me.
Dude, I'm 4'11". So
she's towering over you.
Dude, she is. She could fucking literally, like, scare the shit out of me. It was crazy. You know what? I will say this. I did not like the ending. I don't think the ending was good at all.
Yeah, I feel that.
I think he wasn't even screaming because it was Mary Shaw.
He was screaming because he found out what happened.
Yeah, and I think...
She just took that and ran with it. She's like, I don't care why you're screaming, but you're screaming.
Yeah. Let me take your tongue.
Add it to the collection.
Yuck. Imagine all that slobbery shit on you. That's gross. No, but I didn't like the ending. Overall, my rating of the movie is still a 7 out of 10.
I would say like 7.5.
Yeah, because I give the characters a 7, but I definitely wouldn't put past 8.
Yeah.
But between 7 and 8 would do it justice. It's still a really good movie. So I still recommend it. I think it's good for people to watch it, and yeah.
What do you hear some of these facts?
I do want to hear some of these facts.
So I already said one earlier.
Yeah, Billy.
Yep.
And Jigsaw Billy.
Yep.
Is in this movie.
An intentional thing.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Jigsaw and fucking Mary Shaw, bro, they're teammates. I know for sure.
They're kicking it.
They were fucking definitely making out or something with that tongue. Jigsaw was like, "Ooh, yeah, girl, you're kind of crazy, and I'm kind of crazy too, and you make cool dolls. Make me a doll. Make me a doll." And she's like, "Here, this is Billy 2.0."
Okay.
Sorry.
So over 100 dolls.
100 dolls. 101.
Custom built.
Just for this movie?
Just for this movie. Custom built.
That takes a lot of fucking time.
Yep. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce.
It's okay.
His
I can't say
name.
ventriloquist.
And yet you did so well with that one.
Thank you.
Lee Wanell?
Let me see.
I don't know. It's the writer of the...
Okay.
Okay. So he played Jamie's friend in the opening scene. And he was the guy who delivered the doll.
Oh.
So it was like a little cameo.
Nice.
Yeah. The film was supposed to be titled Shh.
That's so fucking stupid. Hey,
I'm glad they did it.
Have you heard Shh? Hey, you should watch Shh. Watch what? Shh. What the fuck are you saying? Shh.
You know what? Now for that, terrible. I wish they did name it that.
No, that okay. I just want to point out this movie made $22.4 million. Okay, and the budget was $20 million. They only made $2.4 million off this fucking movie. And from what I know, from what you told me, that we'll talk about probably after this, is that it didn't really do good.
Yeah, it did not do good.
Yeah,
it was kind of a flop in box office. I mean, as you just said with the numbers, it did okay, but it definitely could have done better.
Well, you see fucking movies nowadays. What? Just the day of Final Destination, its release, already made $55 million. The day it was released.
Exactly.
So just imagine, just only fucking making $2.4 million off this movie. And it's not a bad movie.
Is that like lifelong how much it's made, or just when it was in box office?
Let me see. I could check right now.
Because if that is... Because I know it did like get more popular once it wasn't in the box office anymore. I don't know how they do all that.
March 16th, 2007. Budget was $20 million. Popularity went down.
Dang, why?
Yeah, it was a rating of a 6.1 out of 10. I think it's a decent fucking movie.
It is.
You know, I think it has I think if it was remade now, I think it'd do really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't find it. See, I have some people where it's like rated 8 stars. This guy said, nightmare fuel with something creepy for everyone. This one said, oh my god, I miss this kind of movie. So, I mean, it has like its fucking perks. You know what I mean?
It has a fan base.
It does. I don't know. It doesn't really tell me.
I'm just going to assume it's just until it's out of the box office.
Okay, so budget, was $20,000. Opening weekend in U.S. and Canada was only $7 million. Almost 8. So that's really fucking bad.
That's bad.
It gross worldwide $22.3 million.
That's crazy.
And then gross in US and Canada said $16 million. So that's pretty fucking bad. That's really bad.
But it's a great movie. It probably just came out at a bad time. Maybe something else came out that was more popular at the time. So then they're over here like, nah, we don't want to watch that. We want to go watch this one.
I wonder what came out of this around this time. Maybe that is true.
Maybe. I know that happens with a lot of movies. Well, while you look that up, our next fact is that Billy appears in Insidious.
Really?
Apparently. I didn't go back and look,
I
but...
want to look at that instead.
Oh my god.
I don't even remember what I'm supposed to be looking at.
Fuck, what were you looking up?
Billy.
Oh, what came out the same time
Billy
as...
the puppet.
Here, you look that up, I'll look that up.
Oh, no, not Billy, but the Billy the puppet. I knew that one. We did talk about that. The actual puppet from Jigsaw.
Did they give me the wrong Billy?
No, it's still Billy. And look, he's right here too. And Insidious. And I know that's the same, isn't that the same person, like, who makes these movies?
Yes. Well, I don't know about Insidious, but apparently there's people that theorize that Insidious and Dead Silence take place in the same universe.
You know what? I would not, based off how the fucking lady looks, the lady in black in Insidious versus Mary Shaw, I wouldn't put it past us that they are the same person, which they're not, but that's kind of crazy.
What was my last one? We talked about this slightly before the episode. Mary Shaw and her dolls were featured in a haunted house experience for the Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights maze in 2007.
I didn't know that one. We talked about this before we started. She's like, no, I wrote it down.
Yes!
Shut
How
up."
dare you!
But yeah.
I would have loved to see that.
Do you think they'll bring it back? Ever?
I mean, maybe if people, like, complain enough for them to.
Okay, so movies that came out of March 2017, a lot of horror movies. A lot of good ones, too. So we have Dead Silence, obviously. We have The Reaping, The Hills Have Eyes, Alone. We have Drive Thru. We have Premonition. Just saw that movie not too long ago. It was actually really good.
Really?
Yeah. I love me
Sandra
some.
Bullock?
Yeah, I love her. Cult. There was a Joker fucking movie, I guess. A lot of these movies, when you look at them, they look like one of those really cheesy, just fucking movies.
Yeah.
Sublime, Ed Gein, Hitchhiker. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of movies that probably did a lot better than Dead Silence, which is very unfortunate because looking at these fucking, like, what the fuck is this? That does not even say Joker. That's Jokel.
Jackal?
Jokl. It's like J dash
Bro, I don't know.
comma EL.
I don't know.
Yeah, so like looking at these, this looks like Dead Silence would be a better choice. But then you have fucking Sandra Bullock over here. That shit probably made so much money. Actually, let me look. I want to look. This movie was actually really good. I think this is one that I would like to talk about in the future. I guess it didn't do good. It says the 5.9 reviews. I liked the movie.
Why is it everything we like?
I know they suck. It came out the same day. Released March 16, 2007.
That's probably what did it then.
Yep. I don't.
Everyone was probably like, oh my god, Sandra Bullock! Let's go watch that movie.
It did do a lot better movie-wise. The budget was $20,000, same thing. Opening weekend, U.S. and Canada made $17 million, okay, by March 18th, 2007. And then gross in U.S. and Canada, 47 million. And then gross worldwide, 84 million.
Oh, yeah, they did a lot better.
They did a lot better. I think the casting is what did it.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they were like, Sandra Bullock!
The ratings are shittier because...
See, that just shows that Dead Silence is a great movie.
It is a good movie. I think it would do better in this time than it did back then.
Yeah, sure. I feel you. Was that all? I have a couple questions.
Yeah, give them to me, girl.
If you could ask Mary Shaw one question,
I would not open my mouth.
You already did. You're dying. Okay.
Okay.
So, if you could ask her one question before dying, what would it be? You already saw her. She's going to take your tongue out. What you got? Hold on. Wait. What are you saying?
What that mouth do though?
Oh my god.
Oh shit. It takes my whole fucking tongue. That's what it does. Okay. Non-joking wise, I think I would ask why.
I feel that.
Just not, like, I understand why, but you already got the boy. Why did you want, instead of teaching them, why did you want to take their whole line, the whole generation down the line? You know what I mean? Like, just what made you so pissed off? Because you're always gonna have fucking haters. Let's be fucking real.
Mm-hmm.
Haters left and
So
right.
you're saying when we get haters, you don't want to do the same thing?
No, I don't. I don't need a collection of tongues.
Oh, I mean, we could have collected something else.
Their eyes.
Yeah.
Oh no, their ears.
Yeah, because they're listening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. You're fucking psycho.
So we already knew that.
No, let's take their fingernails. Oh yeah, get down and grimy and gross. Yeah, now you don't want to do it?
Nah, I don't want
pussy.
their fingernails.
Fucking pussy. Go big or go home. You know what? I'm gonna take every single their eyelash out.
Just one by one.
Pluck them out. Yep. And be like,
The bottom ones too.
For every word, every fucking word they fucking said, fuck you, bitch. Just pluck him. No, but I think I would ask why go as far as she did.
I would
For no
hope,
reason.
considering you're gonna die anyway, that she would at least give you the satisfaction of answering that.
She probably won't. She's
Probably not, but I would hope.
that bitch is literally trying to suck my face.
And not in a good way. I mean, it could be a good way.
I don't kink shame. No, but I think yeah, I think that's what I would ask if she gave me a chance. Baby, give me a chance. Yeah.
I think I would ask the same thing, to be honest.
You think so?
Yeah, I'd be like, but why?
No.
Give me your whole life story.
Before, what gave you trauma?
Let's just talk about it.
You're not gonna want my tongue, I promise. It's been in places. You're not gonna like it. I've only ate ass once.
She looks at your mouth. You're a liar.
Oh, fuck no, dude. That's nasty. You gross. You fucking, I don't kink shame, but ew.
Ew. Okay.
Kidding.
Okay.
Kidding. Okay. I'm joking. I'm glad no one sees us. You got more questions?
One more.
Okay.
What scene gave you the biggest chills?
I think, honestly, in the beginning, when... Because you obviously anticipate Lisa's death, which is the wife. I think what makes it more chill, it's like spine chilling for me, is knowing that she is pregnant and that she is about to die. I think that just that whole first thing, and him finding her and them mocking him that she is still alive. Because you got to think about how really traumatizing that is, that you could hear your wife talking to you, you know, and he probably obviously did not know she was pregnant until Mary Shaw told him. So it's like that whole scene, and then them mocking, you know, Mary Shaw, Billy, whoever the fuck it was, mocking, you know, Jamie in a way where he was like, no, I talked to her, she was alive, and then he finds her fucking dead as fuck on the bed. First of all, who propped her on the bed?
I think Mary Shaw's bitch-ass ghost. Or Billy. Because apparently he's tall as fuck.
Bro, swear to God. Let me look it up. How tall is Billy from Stranger Things? No, ma'am. From Dead Silence. How long is 47 inches?
Bro, I don't know.
47 inches in feet. He's like 3 feet. He's like this. He's not, I guess he's not tall.
I be thinking he was tall as fuck.
He's almost 4 feet. So he's literally 11 inches smaller than I am. That's pretty fucking tall, bro.
That's
so taller than my daughter.
Oh, no.
My daughter is like 3 feet. So imagine just like a foot. Like, okay. So he's like, so 11 inches. He's like right here to my shoulders, maybe. That's scary, bitch.
What if he just looked up at you?
I'd punch that sucker in the face if you can. Hwah! Right in the face. Break your nose. Hwah! That's scary as fuck, bro. It says it's not exactly. So 48 inches is 4 feet. He is 47 inches. But we're going to stick with 4 inches. Or 4 inches. That's what she said. But we'll stick with 48 inches at 4 feet. because that's still fucking scary as fuck. That is crazy. That is scary. Ah! Mary Shaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, she took my tongue.
I can't stop.
Never hurt my tongue. I wish I help. I'm so stupid.
I can't with you.
Shut up, my dog!
What?
Shut up, my dog!
What?
Shut up, my dog! I said she took my tongue.
I got it.
Damn! You don't understand what I'm... Erica, I wish I made stupid. Mary Shaw to my tongue. Stupid. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. I'm being serious. I hope no one... You know what? I don't like this anymore. I don't like this game. I don't like being funny anymore. I'm sorry, guys. If she cuts this out, thank fucking God. If she doesn't, I'm sorry. Jesus. I'm on crack. All right. Do we have anything else for
Damn, you couldn't let me catch my breath.
you got anything left for this episode?
Fuck Mary Shaw.
Big fan. Free Mary Shaw! Anyways, thank you for listening. Episode 16. What the fuck we named this shit again? Don't scream or your tongue's gonna be taken out.
That's too long. No, you scream, you die.
You scream, you die. Breathe, Alyssa.
Bro.
Breathe. It's okay.
I'm dead.
It's okay. You know what Mary Shaw says. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed this review of this fucking crazy movie that's kind of dumb, but kind of super mastermind.
An underrated gem to its finest.
Yeah. Next week, we're going to be talking about the new movie that came out on Netflix, the Fear Street, off the Fear Street series.
Yep.
We're doing Prom Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I already heard that's a flop, so I can't wait to talk shit about it.
Do you want to know the crazy thing?
What? You heard that this was a good movie from a person.
Yeah.
Dumb, because I heard it was a fucking flop.
I've definitely heard mixed
Reviews.
things about it, yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to discuss it next week.
Hopefully it's good. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Take your gun, dear my tongue! Mary Shaw got my tongue! You know what? I'm going to end it with this. Give me a second. The poem of Mary Shaw.
Yep, end it with that.
Beware the stare of Mary Shaw. She had no children, only dolls. And if you see her, do not scream. She'll rip your tongue at the seam. Thank you for coming to right now. Mary Shaw to my tongue. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.